Okay, welcome back to another episode of Karl's Scale Model Showcase. As always, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and subscribing and staying subscribed. There's a long gap between my videos sometimes, and I'm going to try and get more builds done this year and showcased on the channel, and to try and keep the channel updated. I've also mentioned in my last video that I was going to start adding some car stuff, some real car stuff to the channel as well. I had a different channel for that, and I just decided to create a new playlist and get rid of the other channel. So that's how it's going to roll moving forward. And like I said, hopefully we can get a lot of trucks built this year yet. It's only July, so anyways, I mentioned also in the last update, which was the Freightliner FLC right here. This is a great kit, and a paint job I've been meaning to put down on a truck for a long time now with that green color. So, but I did mention that my wife and I bought a new house, and a week from now, this will all be moved. So a few people over the years have asked, hey, Karl, where do you display your models, or how do you display them? So this is what it's been like for the last better part of 4 years now. I started with a couple of these shelves. I like them. Unfortunately, they got to stay with the house. So that was part of the sale, but regardless, I've got a bunch more that I picked up, and at the new place, we plan on being there for a long time. So that's where I want to get a lot more truck models built, ideas for models that I've had for many years now, and maybe start putting up some how-to stuff on the channel, and even with the real hot rodding too, because we're building a bigger engine, stronger engine for the Firebird. So, but in the last video there, I mentioned the move coming up, and the fact that I was going to start putting some real car stuff up there. So there's a clip up of my Biscayne, 65 Biscayne, and there's a 2-minute clip coming up of my wife and I cruising in the Firebird on a Saturday, really nice Saturday, and just having a lot of fun here. We don't get much summer up in Canada, so we try to enjoy every bit of it. That's a bad shot with that light in there, but it's the factory advertising or dealership advertising campaigns for all makes and models, and this just happens to be what my Firebird looks like on the inside. It is a 70, and it used to be all wood grain dash and stuff. Firebird, I changed everything over to Trans Am spec, so to speak, and it's also now a 5-speed manual, which was an automatic car when I bought it 10 years ago. But anyway, I really like these posters. I got another one over here showcasing the 71 Firebird Trans Am, basically the same. But yeah, the Elkins Freightliner, that was a very popular build, and Western Star Day Cab went up maybe about 6 weeks ago now or so. Of course, this Wilson Livestock van, a conversion to a 53-footer with a tri-axle, just seemed to take forever, but it eventually did get finished and latched onto the K100 flat top, which is really popular with a lot of the viewers out there. Those airlines, I would normally have them tied into the trailer, but yeah, like I said, because all this is moving here shortly. This was the first truck I started building, or I built when I started building again back in probably 7 years ago now, and I turned it into a day cab with a scratch built headache rack there. Like I said, some of these earlier kits are showcased. the video quality is not stellar by no means, but you know, a couple of friends of mine said, hey, you should redo them or reshoot them. And I was just thinking, well, you know what, I'll try and get better shots of everything when I've been meaning to do a video on this, how my kits are displayed for a while now. So all these trucks have been showcased though. Same with the cars. And then over here I have my very coveted 352 AMT 352 tractor that I converted a bunch of stuff on, stretched the frame, tanks from a Revell 359 kit, stacks, an air cleaner system or intake system the way it is. The frame is stretched, and then of course the Super B converted from a couple of AMT Fruhoff tanker kits. Yeah, this was just something I wanted to build for a long time. I got it finished about, I think, 5 years ago now. It's the first video clip on my channel. The quality of it's not the greatest, but I do put some details in there as to how I came up with this idea. And of course the Pacific 66, everybody down in the US would be used to the Phillips 66, and this was a subsidiary company of Phillips up here in Canada. These gas stations were really just out in Western Canada, and growing up as a kid, I saw these gas stations all over, and I don't think their fuel trucks actually looked like this, but this is what I had in my head when before I even started building this. So, but anyways, yeah, Jerry at Model Trucking got those decals. He got those together, and the crane there is my grandson's. It's 1/24 scale, so it blends in with everything, including the Chevelle sitting in front of it. There was a video I posted on that build, and then of course the 116 Charger, the 69 on the 73-74 stock car chassis and interior. You know, it's a little fictitious, but it just looks cool as a 69. In my opinion, more so than the 73-74, but regardless, it was a fun build. And then all this stuff is going to be getting moved. Definitely not by the movers, but it'll be on its way to the new place. So when we get that all set up, there'll be another update. And we're trying to get the Kenworth mixer and gravel truck together here, and have those posted in another clip as soon as can be, along with a 2-minute clip of my wife and I out on a Saturday driving around in the Firebird and just having a good time. So as always, thanks again for tuning in, and keep on building those models.